Mastitis finished me, like finished me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, my name is Precious. On this channel, I help you understand that family relationship is a work in progress through my videos. Please consider to press the subscribe button if you enjoy my video, because this really helps me and encourages me to make more content for you guys. And also press the notification bell, so whenever I post videos like this, you're going to be one of the first to get them. Thank you so much. So today's video, I am going to be telling you what mastitis did to me. So first of all, breastfeeding is something I advocate for. If you can breastfeed, fine. With my other kids, I did exclusive breastfeeding, and one of the things I experienced was I had cracked nipples. But with this pregnancy, I decided to do something different. So I was moisturizing my nipples every single day with Vaseline, basically Vaseline, so that I would not have cracked nipples. And thankfully that worked. When I started breastfeeding, I did not have any issue in terms of breastfeeding. By the grace of God, we were able to establish breastfeeding like in few days. Breast milk started coming and all of that. And while I thought everything was going well, everything was happening okay with me, boom, mastitis appeared. And this is something I have never ever experienced before. Like, when I mean I have not experienced it before. It started with I started having pains in one breast. Like, actually in this breast, I started having pain and my breast became a bit warm. And all of a sudden I noticed a lump. Obviously, if you're breastfeeding, one of the things you think when you notice the lump is engorgement. You've been engorged and too much breast milk and the baby is not feeding as much. And from there, the next hours, it just went from one thing to another. I started with my breast started paining me. I noticed the lump, and from there I noticed that my breast became a bit hot. And next thing was temperature. And when I mean temperature, the temperature was something else. Like, I can't remember the last time I had fever like that. Like, I cannot remember. And thankfully I made some vlog on I'm going to be inserting some vlog for you, just to tell you, so you can understand what I went through. I had really high temperature. In fact, thankfully I have a thermometer in the house. I kept measuring myself, and I took at some point it got to 40 degrees Celsius. I was that hot. And it wasn't just the fact that I was hot, I was shaking. I was physically shaking. Hi guys, I just want to make a tiny vlog. I'm currently having fever. It started yesterday. My breasts were painful, and I think I'm suffering from mastitis or mastitis. I don't know, one of them. So last night my temperature was so high. Oh, come on, baby. Okay. So my temperature was so high. So this morning, I didn't sleep last night. Had some ibuprofen, had paracetamol. So today I called the GP, and not long I'm just coming back from the GP, and they've prescribed. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. They've prescribed some antibiotics for me, so I'm going to be on antibiotics for 14 days. So if you don't know, I want you to read about it, because I've personally never experienced it with my other kids. This is the first time I'm experiencing it, and I am cold. Like, I am literally shivering. I think I'm going to ask Phoebe to get me some hot water so I can drink. So I've been placed on antibiotics for 14 days, 4 times a day. And as soon as I go home from the GP, I've had one course already, and I've taken ibuprofen as well. I didn't know that there is anything like this. I didn't know that when your breast is painful, I always thought it's because the baby is not sucking properly and all of that. By the time the baby feeds more, you'll be able to reduce the milk. It was so bad. Like, when I mean so bad, it was so bad. In fact, it got to a point I was like, I'm dying. I am dying. Your girl is dying. Hi guys, so I'm still feeling very unwell. I'm not crying, tears just coming out from my eyes. I've just checked my temperature and it's 40.1 degrees. That's very high. I'm still feeling hot, feverish, and yeah. So it's the cold and the hotness that's making my eye teary. It's not because I'm crying. I'm not crying, guys. Yeah, it's just the cold. You know, when you have cold and your temperature is high and you have fever and all of that. Phoebe has just brought me a cup of tea and some water. Hopefully, by the grace of God, the antibiotics gonna kick in soon. So I rang the GP and the GP invited me. They checked it and they found out that I had inflamed breast and all of that, and they were going to give me some antibiotics, and they gave me antibiotics to take 4 times a day. Listen to what I said. 4 times a day for 14 days. Oh my God. If you don't know, I'm someone that don't like drug, like anything medicine. It makes me, it's not as if I'm not going to take it. I'm going to take drug if there's a need for that, but I don't enjoy taking drug. So when they say I'm going to be having 4 times a day 14 days, at that point, because I was so unwell, I just wanted something to start the medication, so I was placed on that. Now, the whole gist about this video is the fact that breastfeeding is not easy. There are some things that I did that helped me to ease the pain and all of that, which I'm going to be sharing with you. But if you're breastfeeding or you're pregnant and you're planning to breastfeed, one thing I'm going to encourage you, I'm going to say to you, is that breastfeeding is not easy. And this is the reason when I see people calling out moms that are not breastfeeding or they're not able to breastfeed, it just makes me feel like just stop. Basically stop, because breastfeeding is not an easy thing. There are so many things that comes with breastfeeding. In fact, one of the nights that I was so hot that my temperature was so high that my husband couldn't sleep on the bed with me. Like he was so hot. The bed was like an oven that night, and I was so much in pain that the baby, when the devil wants to be bad, the devil will be bad and bad and bad. My baby that would love to breastfeed and all of that, the baby was refusing to breast. Well, she was feeding, but she wasn't feeding the way I wanted it because my breast was so heavy and all of that. So I had to express. In the middle of the night, I don't have breast pump and all of that. I literally have to use my hand to start expressing milk from my breast just to get a bit of a relief. So I'm going to be sharing with you, if you're someone that have mastitis, I've already mentioned the symptoms of mastitis. The symptoms are like sore breast. You're going to have a sore and a lumpy breast. You're going to have temperature, fever. You're going to have aches. Your body's going to be achy and all of that. Sweating as well. I was sweating, like I'm hot but I'm sweating. You're going to have excessive sweating, and obviously your breast is going to be painful and big. I think these are the symptoms of mastitis. You want to read up on it as well. But how did I relieve the pain? I'm going to be sharing with you in case you start experiencing this. There are some things that you can do to ease the pain. So the first thing I did was I was massaging my breast with warm water. So I put like a towel in not warm water, actually hot water. I put a towel in hot water and I use it to massage my breast just to relieve that pain. Or I will stay under the shower for a long time while the shower is running on me. I'm just pressing my breast, massaging my breast. Another thing that you can do as well to relieve mastitis is you can express milk. I tell you what, the next day I ordered breast pump. I just ordered it because it's not something I want to experience again. As soon as I feel that my breast is beginning to be heavy and all of that, and my baby is not in the mood to breastfeed, I express and put in the freezer. That's what I have started doing. So I bought breast pump and I started expressing. So expressing can help you to actually relieve the pain and help the duct, because the thing that causes this mastitis is, let me just explain it this way. You know, when you're breastfeeding, there's like a channel where the breast milk run from the different parts of your breast to the nipple. So if one of the channels is blocked, or if one of the channel is blocked, what happens is that that part of the breast that the breast milk comes out from to go through that channel will get inflamed, because the breast milk is just sat there, it's not coming out, because the way for it to pass from there to the nipples is blocked, so it gets inflamed. Basically, that's what blocked duct is, and that leads to mastitis. That's why I can explain. I'm not a doctor. Another thing I did, obviously, was I was not put on antibiotics. I was placed on antibiotics for 14 days, which I took, and thankfully in like day 3 I started having a bit of a relief. Because I was breastfeeding, it looks like they basically gave me the lowest of the lowest of antibiotics, the one that would take forever to work. You know, antibiotics, when you take it, what happens is that straight away you get like relief immediately, but that one took like 2 days or 3 days before it kicked in. But anyway, I'm fine now. That's why I'm able to make this video. So I was put on antibiotics for 14 days, 4 times a day. Then another thing is to wear loose bra. If you are breastfeeding and you want to wear a bra that will make your breast pop like this, you're just hurting yourself. You have to wear loose bra. Wearing loose, in fact, if you're pregnant, buy a maternity bra. When the baby comes, buy a nursing bra. Or if you're not going to wear a nursing bra, for someone like me, I'm going to be showing you a clip of the bra that I'm using now. If you don't want to, or not actually the bra, my night dress is actually a nursing dress. So it's very loose, it's not tight. When I want to breastfeed, I just take the clip off and I breastfeed. And I'm going to put the link on the description section in case you want to buy breast pump, and in case you want to buy what's it called, the dress. I bought it off Amazon, and it's what I've been wearing, and it's been helping me. So get a loosed bra. Don't wear a bra that will make your breast to be very, very, your breast is like that, you want to look puffy and pumping and all of that. You're wasting your time. Just get something that is comfortable for you, that is easy for you to breastfeed as well. And also, most importantly, you have to continue breastfeeding, because that breast needs to be reduced. You need to reduce the breast milk that is so much in that breast. So if you feel like, oh, I've got mastitis now, so I can't breastfeed anymore, you're gonna make it worse, because the more you don't breastfeed, breast is producing milk and it's just there. It becomes heavy, it becomes painful, it becomes very, very uncomfortable for you. So if you have mastitis, the best thing to do is to continue breastfeeding from that breast, because it's going to help relieve the pain. It's the same thing as expressing, because when you're expressing, it helps to relieve the pain, it helps to clear the duct that has been blocked and all of that. So it was a very difficult time for me. It was very, very painful, and I don't pray anybody, I don't even pray for my enemy to have mastitis, because it's so painful. But thankfully, I'm okay now. I'm fine now. Everything I'm doing, I'm still practicing the things that I'm supposed to do to make sure I don't get mastitis. Number one, I am expressing. Whenever my breast feels like it's heavy, I express. I have breast pump, I express. And I start, and whenever I go for a shower, I just give my breast a massage. I do that a lot. And I also wear loose bra, and I try to breastfeed. I don't do, oh, she breastfed 1 hour ago, so she needs to wait 2 hours. No, I feed my baby whenever my baby feels like feeding. For me, there's nothing like overfeeding. If she's hungry, her mouth is open and she's doing I'm going to feed her. So that's one thing I've been doing to relieve myself. So if you've got any question about mastitis, if you've got any question about breastfeeding, please let me know in the comment section. Please, if you watch this video, you enjoyed it, and you haven't subscribed, please press the subscribe button and the notification bell. That would encourage me, and that would help me to make more content for you. Breastfeeding is not easy. When you see a woman that is not breastfeeding, please don't judge. When you see a woman that is breastfeeding, please don't judge. Know that everybody knows the best for their baby, and everybody wants the best for their baby, and they will do everything they can to give their babies the best that they can actually give them. So when it comes to breastfeeding, it's not easy. I applaud every woman who is breastfeeding. I applaud every woman who is not breastfeeding, because what you don't know is that a child who is breastfed is always clingy, 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 clingy. A woman who is bottle feeding is always busy making bottles. There is always something about breastfeeding, and there's something about bottle feeding, and each of these things comes with a big sacrifice. So I don't actually judge any mom, and I will encourage you, if you're a mom out there, if you're a woman out there, do not judge any woman who is breastfeeding or any woman who is not breastfeeding. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Be grateful, be positive, and be yourself. See you on my next video.